This is not just a camera, it is a ghost haunting the Nikon community. Why has the Nikon Z80, the most anticipated camera in years, failed to appear? Is this mythical device the budget-friendly Z8 replacement we all crave? Or is it a promise that will never be fulfilled? For 2 years now, the whispers have grown louder. Every camera community has its own legend, and for Nikon photographers, that name is the Nikon Z80. This camera is the subject of endless discussion. Photographers across all the forums are talking. They are talking on YouTube comments and in Facebook groups. They repeat the exact same crucial question. They want to know when Nikon is releasing the real D500 replacement. This is a very important legacy camera. With every month that passes, the anticipation grows bigger. The hope for this camera builds up. But so does the doubt among the users. The deeper you go into these online discussions, the more it feels like something is shifting. The Nikon Z80 is slowly turning into something else. It is not just a camera anymore. It is turning into a promise. This promise may never be fulfilled by the company. This is a strange situation for such an anticipated product. We need to break down the leaks that are circulating. We need to look at the huge expectations. The rumor mill is buzzing non-stop. Many people believe these rumors. They describe a very powerful camera. This camera could be a great addition to Nikon's lineup. Leaks over the past year have described a camera designed to bridge a specific gap. It sits between the lightweight Z50 and the professional Z8. This is a major gap that needs filling. The rumored body would feature a newly developed sensor. This sensor would be a high-resolution APS-C type. It would be designed for maximum detail. The pixel count is highly debated. It is potentially landing somewhere between 26 megapixels and a dramatic 40 megapixels. A 40 megapixel APS-C sensor would be groundbreaking. It would offer huge image detail for a smaller system. This new sensor would be paired with Nikon's latest processing engine. The rumors say it could be the EXPEED chip. This is the chip currently powering the Z8 and Z9 cameras. It could even be an early version of the new EXPEED 8. This suggests Nikon intends to bring flagship-level performance. They want to bring this speed to a smaller format. This would be a major selling point for professionals. Many enthusiasts believe the Z80 would also receive Nikon's hybrid IBIS system. IBIS means in-body image stabilization. This system is similar to what the Nikon ZF introduced recently. This stabilization approach combines two technologies. It uses sensor shift technology. It also adds electronic stabilization for video. This combination offers much smoother footage. It also provides sharper stills. This is especially true in difficult situations. This is important in low light or when using long telephoto lenses. Video capabilities are also rumored to be a major highlight. There is talk of clean 4K recording at high frame rates. This is good for slow motion effects. There is even speculation about the early inclusion of 6K capture. This would be a massive feature for a camera in this class. Photographers who shoot action are hoping for great speed. They expect a burst rate somewhere between 15 and 20 frames per second. This is professional level speed. This rapid shooting rate is crucial for tracking action. It positions the Z80 perfectly in the market. It would be Nikon's direct answer to Canon's R7. It would also compete fiercely with Sony's A6700. Ergonomically, the Z80 is believed to resemble a compact version of the Z8. It would feature a durable body structure. It would use weather-sealed magnesium alloy. It would have a deeper grip for comfortably handling larger lenses. It would also have a high-quality articulating touchscreen display. Some sources even claim the body may include dual card slots. This is a professional requirement. It would likely include one CFexpress type slot for high-end workflows. The second slot would likely be a standard SD slot for backup. If all these rumors were actually true, the Z80 would be amazing. It would be one of the most capable APS-C cameras Nikon has ever created. It would be perfect for wildlife and travel photographers. They want maximum focal length reach without heavy full-frame lenses. It promises flagship power in a small package. So, if the Z80 seems like such an obvious win, why isn't Nikon releasing it? This is the central question that causes all the frustration. The complexities lie in Nikon's broader strategy. It is a strategy that has increasingly prioritized full-frame products. This is a core business decision. Nikon has shifted much of its focus. Its research and development efforts are now focused on high-margin FX cameras. FX means full-frame. These models include the Z8, the Z9, and the new Z6 III. These cameras cater directly to professionals. These professionals are willing to invest more money. This naturally makes these FX cameras more profitable. They are more profitable in a camera market that is actually shrinking overall. APS-C bodies, on the other hand, attract beginners and intermediate shooters. These segments have become far less stable. Many casual photographers now use their smartphones instead. This makes the APS-C market riskier for big investments. One of the biggest challenges is the sparse DX lens lineup. DX is Nikon's name for APS-C. Nikon has been slow to introduce native DX lenses. Most of these few lenses are slow, variable aperture zooms. They are designed for casual users. This leaves professional photographers in a tough position. They must rely heavily on full-frame FX lenses. But using full-frame lenses on an APS-C body defeats a main purpose. It defeats the purpose of choosing a lightweight system. The size and weight savings are lost. A high-end body like the Z80 cannot thrive on its own. It needs a robust native lens ecosystem to support it. Nikon has shown very few signs of expanding this DX lineup significantly. This lack of lenses is a huge physical barrier. Another major factor is the risk of cannibalizing sales. A powerful APS-C model priced around $1,400 could steal sales. It could attract users who might otherwise buy a Z6 series camera. It could even convince some users not to stretch their budgets for a Z8. Nikon may be hesitant to produce a camera that overlaps too closely. They need to protect the sales of their most profitable FX lines. The Z80 is potentially too good for its own price class. The final barrier is Nikon's historical approach to its DX mirrorless lineup. Since the Z mount launch, the company has not taken APS-C development seriously. None of their released models specifically target professional users. They are all aimed at enthusiasts or vloggers. Nikon has made little effort to strengthen the DX platform as a serious system. All these factors combined create a difficult scenario. The Z80 is highly anticipated by the community. But it simply does not fit neatly into Nikon's current business logic. If Nikon truly intended to build a strong APS-C system, they would need to make changes. Several foundational pieces would need major improvement first. The brand desperately needs a clear plan. They need a stronger and clearer DX lens roadmap. Professional-grade zooms are completely missing from the lineup. They need constant aperture lenses. This includes a 16 to 55 mm f/2.8 lens. They also need a 50 to 140 mm f/2.8 telephoto zoom. Even more essential are fast prime lenses. These primes must be specifically designed for APS-C shooters. This is something competitors like Fujifilm have mastered perfectly. Without a set of lenses that match the high ambitions of a Z80 body, the system is weak. Lenses are what truly define a system, not just the camera body. Secondly, Nikon's product segmentation lacks clarity. Canon has built a well-structured APS-C line with the R50, R10, and R7. Each targets a distinct audience. Sony's A6000 series has evolved the same way. Nikon, by contrast, has 3 DX cameras that all feel somewhat similar in capability. Without a true semi-pro APS-C body, the whole system feels incomplete. This lack of a high-end option makes people look to other brands. Finally, communication plays a huge role in user confidence. Brands like Fujifilm openly share their roadmaps. Nikon's silence has created deep uncertainty in the community. Many Nikon users simply do not know the company's plans. They do not know whether the company intends to keep investing in DX. This lack of clarity contributes heavily to the growing skepticism surrounding the Z80 rumor. The Nikon community today is divided into passionate groups. This division shows how important the camera is to people. One group believes wholeheartedly that Nikon must release this camera. These are the believers. These photographers are mostly wildlife shooters and travelers. They are also hybrid creators who need light gear. They feel that a high-performance APS-C model is absolutely necessary for their work. They argue that not everyone can afford a Z8 camera paired with expensive super telephoto lenses. For these specific users, a DX body is perfect. Many of them still remember the legendary D500 DSLR. They want a modern mirrorless successor that captures the same spirit. The opposing camp dismisses the Z80 idea entirely. They insist that APS-C has no meaningful future in the professional market. They argued this is true now that full-frame cameras are so good. Full-frame high-megapixel sensors allow heavy cropping after the shot. This capability makes a dedicated DX body feel redundant. They argue that the Z8 and Z9 already outperform anything a DX body could offer. They believe Nikon should treat DX as an entry-level category only. Then there is a third group. These are the skeptics. These users have grown tired of baseless rumors. They are tired of multi-year rumors.